All right, let's kick off this deep dive and decode the future of business, shall we?
Yeah.
Today we're taking a look at your expanded and enhanced article title.
Sounds good.
It's got some really interesting strategies for not just surviving, but actually thriving
Yeah.
in this world of constant change.
Yeah.
Like, think about those economic shifts everyone's talking about, the whole AI revolution.
Mm-hmm.
Even some kind of unexpected twists on securing your financial future.
I think that's what really caught my eye.
Right.
It's a cool blend of, those big picture trends everyone's trying to predict.
Yeah.
But then it actually gets down to like, okay, what can you do about it?
Exactly.
And I was surprised by some of those financial strategies, especially how they connect to all this new tech stuff.
Yeah, that's what really stood out to me too.
Mm-hmm.
Like the article starts off talking about building these strategic reserves
Yeah.
to act as a buffer against market volatility.
Right.
Which, okay, I'm all for a good safety net, but what does that even look like
Good question.
in the real world, I mean?
Well, I think it boils down to diversification, but with a modern twist.
Okay.
It's not just about spreading your investments, it's about spreading them across both digital A&D tangible assets,
So
like AI, blockchain,
Yep.
tech stocks on one side,
got it.
and then like good old-fashioned
Well,
gold real estate on the other.
So it's like
Oh,
a high-tech portfolio meets that classic gold bars in a vault image.
exactly. It's like they're merging those two worlds, which I thought was fascinating. Like,
Right.
take gold, for example.
Mhm.
It talks about how historically gold has always kind of held its value
Right.
during times of, high inflation.
Sure.
Remember the 1970s? Everything was going crazy.
Yeah.
Gold prices just shot up,
While the stock market was like,
tanking.
Yeah.
So the article argues that because of that historical pattern, gold could be a good hedge against all this economic uncertainty we're seeing now.
okay, I see. So it's like,
Like an anchor.
yeah, an anchor in stormy seas.
Keeping your portfolio.
Keeps your portfolio from going completely overboard.
Exactly.
I like that.
So what about,
Yeah, what about real estate?
does the article talk about like specific types or locations or anything like that?
It does. It highlights places like Dubai,
Okay.
Switzerland,
Mm-hmm. Makes sense.
known for their like stable economies and strong property markets.
Yeah.
But it also mentions emerging markets, which, I don't know, that seems kind of counterintuitive.
A little bit, yeah.
But the idea is that these markets have like higher growth potential.
Right.
But of course, that comes with more risk too.
Always a trade-off.
Yeah. So maybe a Swiss chalet for stability,
Okay.
a Dubai penthouse for luxury,
Nice.
and then like a condo in some up-and-coming city for that potential boom.
Uh-huh, exactly.
Right.
I think it comes down to like your personal risk tolerance,
Yeah.
and your long-term goals.
Mm-hmm.
Like the article really emphasizes that real estate, especially if you choose wisely, can actually generate rental income
Oh,
and depreciate in value over time. So it can be a really solid piece of your overall financial strategy.
that's really interesting.
Yeah.
I'm starting to see how these traditional assets can actually fit into a future-focused plan.
Mm-hmm.
But let's be honest, nothing screams future quite like AI.
Right.
It's everywhere these days.
It really is.
The article talks about how AI can streamline business processes. And I'm kind of curious, what does that even look like?
Like in practice.
Yeah, in practice.
Well, imagine if AI could handle things like scheduling your appointments,
Right.
answering all those customer emails, or even like analyzing market trends for you.
That'd be awesome.
It's not about, robots taking over the world. It's about using technology to automate those repetitive, time-consuming tasks.
Yeah, those things that just bog you down.
Exactly.
That sounds amazing. More time for like actually thinking strategically
Right.
and less time stuck in the weeds. So I'm also hearing a lot about AI being used to personalize customer experiences.
Oh, yeah.
Is that something the article touches on?
It does. It specifically mentions how companies are using AI to analyze customer data and then create these hyper-personalized marketing campaigns.
So like those ads
That seem to know exactly what you're thinking.
yeah,
Yeah, that's AI at work.
that's a little creepy,
A little bit.
but also kind of impressive. Like
It's pretty powerful technology.
it is. But beyond marketing, the article mentions that companies using AI are seeing like significant cost savings.
Oh, yeah,
Is there any truth to that?
absolutely.
Okay.
There are studies showing businesses that implement AI can reduce operational costs by up to 50%.
Wow.
Sometimes even more.
That's huge.
It's because AI can work 24/7.
right.
doesn't need breaks,
Yeah.
and can process information way faster than humans.
So it frees up your employees
to focus on those higher level tasks that require creativity and like actual critical thinking.
Yeah. Okay.
Oop.
Wow. That's a game changer for sure.
It is.
Okay. So AI can save us time and money and maybe even predict what we want before we know it ourselves.
It's getting there.
Right. But the article also mentions blockchain and smart contracts.
Yeah.
And to be honest, this is where I get a little lost.
I understand.
It can be a bit confusing at first.
Yeah.
Think of blockchain as a super secure digital ledger.
Okay.
It's like a shared record-keeping system that's virtually impossible to tamper with.
Okay, I'm kind of getting that. But what are smart contracts?
Okay.
And how do they fit in with all this?
Imagine a contract that automatically executes itself when certain conditions are met.
Okay.
That's basically a smart contract.
Right.
And they're built on the blockchain,
Right.
which is what guarantees the transparency and security.
Okay.
Like, let's say you're buying a house. A smart contract could automatically transfer the funds to the seller.
Oh, wow.
Once all the necessary documents are signed and verified. So it's like having a digital escrow agent.
Right.
That removes the need for a middleman and speeds up the whole process.
Exactly. And because it's all on the blockchain, it's incredibly secure and transparent.
Right.
Every transaction is recorded and can't be altered. So it minimizes the risk of fraud or disputes.
Wow. Blockchain and smart contracts really seem to have the potential to,
revolutionize.
Yeah, revolutionize how we do business.
I think so.
This is definitely making me rethink what the future holds.
It's exciting, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, we're just scratching the surface of what's possible with these technologies. And the article dives even deeper into how to actually use them to your advantage.
Well, I'm ready to keep exploring. The article mentions a 7 Steps to Mastering the Future guide.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one.
And I'm really curious to see what's next.
All right, let's jump into it.
Shall we?
Yeah, let's do it. Welcome back. So, are we ready to tackle these 7 steps to mastering the future?
Absolutely. Lay it on me. What's step 1 on this roadmap to success?
All right, well, the article kicks things off with something called mastering financial intelligence.
Okay, that sounds kind of intimidating. Is this about, becoming a Wall Street guru overnight?
No, not exactly.
Hey.
It's more about just taking control of your financial well-being,
Right.
Like understanding the forces at play and making informed decisions.
Okay, so break it down for me.
Sure, it breaks it down into 3 key areas.
All right, I'm intrigued.
So first up, it talks about how important it is to stay informed about economic indicators.
Okay.
Like interest rates, inflation, GDP growth, all those things.
Like things that kind of seem like background noise?
Yeah, exactly. But the article is saying, you got to recognize that those things actually have a real impact on your investments, your business, even your day-to-day life.
Okay, so no more burying my head in the sand.
Right.
Just hoping for the best.
It's about being proactive,
So what, subscribe to The Economist or something?
It suggests following, reputable financial news sources. Maybe subscribing to a few newsletters just so you stay in the loop.
Yeah, knowledge is power, especially when it comes to money, right?
Exactly. All right, so the second area it focuses on is something we already talked about a bit, strategic diversification.
Right, that blend of digital and tangible assets.
Yeah, exactly. So this step kind of goes deeper into how to actually build a resilient portfolio, one that can weather those market storms.
Because they're going to come, right?
They always do.
Yeah.
So it's about spreading your risk, right?
All right.
Across different asset classes, different sectors, even geographic regions.
So not putting all your eggs in one basket, but making sure those baskets are
diverse
and strategically placed.
Right.
Got it. Okay. What's the third area for mastering financial intelligence?
This one's crucial in any field, really, continuous learning. So it's encouraging you to just actively seek out financial knowledge,
So read books, take courses.
Exactly. Or even just talk to people you admire.
Right. Pick their brains.
Yeah. And recognize that financial literacy is a journey, not a destination.
I like that. It's ongoing. Okay. So step 1 is all about building that strong financial foundation.
Setting yourself up for success.
Okay, what's next on this path to mastering the future?
Step 2 takes us right into the heart of the digital age.
Ooh, here we go.
Embracing AI and digital evolution.
Now we're talking. I'm ready to dive into this AI revolution.
Right.
What specific advice does the article give for, actually harnessing the power of AI?
Well, it starts by emphasizing the importance of automation.
Okay.
Like, think about all those tasks that just suck up your time and energy,
Right.
but don't necessarily require, like, your unique human touch.
Yeah, the boring stuff.
Exactly. That's what AI can handle.
Okay.
So imagine automating, your marketing emails, scheduling your social media posts, or even, like, generating reports.
That would be a dream.
It would. It's like having this super efficient virtual assistant working for you behind the scenes.
Okay, I like that.
But it doesn't stop there.
Right. What else?
It also highlights the power of data analytics
Oh.
as another key aspect of AI integration.
Okay.
Think about all the data your business generates every single day.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Right. Well, AI can sift through all of that information, spot patterns, and give you insights that would take, like, a human hours, days, maybe even weeks to uncover.
Wow. So it's like having a crystal ball that can
Yeah.
predict customer behavior, identify market trends, even warn you about potential risks.
That's a great way to put it.
Right.
Yeah, and then there's that game changer we talked about earlier.
Blockchain.
Blockchain technology.
Okay, I'm still trying to wrap my head around this one. Why is it so important for businesses?
Right. So remember how we talked about it being like a super secure digital ledger?
Yeah, like a shared record-keeping system that's impossible to mess with.
Exactly.
Right.
Well, that inherent security and transparency makes it perfect for, like, everything.
Like what?
From supply chain management to digital identity verification.
Okay.
It even suggests that blockchain could help reduce counterfeiting,
Wow.
streamline international payments, even make voting more secure.
Really? It sounds like it could touch like almost every industry.
It really does, and it encourages you to explore how it can specifically benefit your business,
Even if it seems like a far-off concept.
even if it seems like science fiction right now.
Right, right. Okay, so step 2 is all about embracing these digital tools that can make us more efficient,
Yeah.
give us better insights,
More secure.
more secure. Okay, what's step 3 on this journey to future-proofing ourselves?
Step 3 actually brings us back to those traditional assets we were discussing earlier.
Okay.
Investing in gold and real estate.
Right, the classic gold bars and a Swiss chalet combo.
Uh-huh.
But I thought we were supposed to be embracing the future, not clinging to the past.
And the article addresses that.
Okay.
It's not about rejecting new technologies, it's about finding balance.
Got it.
Like creating a portfolio that combines that stability of those traditional assets with the growth potential of the digital world.
So it's like a diversified investment strategy.
Yeah. Covers all your bases.
Okay, but why gold specifically? It seems kind of old-fashioned in the age of cryptocurrency and all that.
Well, the article talks about gold's historical performance,
Yeah.
and it points out that gold tends to hold its value during times of economic uncertainty.
Even when everything else
All the
is...
tanking.
Yeah, okay, so it's like an insurance policy
Exactly.
against those big market crashes.
You got it. So what about real estate?
Yeah, does the article say anything about like where to invest?
It stresses the importance of location, location, location.
Of course.
It suggests looking for areas with strong economic fundamentals,
Okay.
stable political environments, and limited supply.
So like a beachfront condo in Dubai
Sure.
or a cozy cabin in the Swiss Alps.
That sounds nice.
Right.
The point is, real estate, if you choose carefully,
Yeah.
can give you both steady rental income and long-term capital appreciation.
This is making me rethink my own financial strategy for sure.
Okay. It's always good to reevaluate, right?
Okay, so we got our financial foundation, we're embracing the digital world, and we're adding in some tangible assets for stability.
Yeah.
What's step 4 all about?
Step 4 is where things get really interesting. It's all about expanding your business on a global scale.
Ooh, that sounds exciting. I've always wanted to have a business that reaches customers all over the world,
Well, it's becoming more and more achievable.
even for smaller businesses.
Yeah, even for smaller businesses.
How so?
Well, the article talks about the rise of all these e-commerce platforms,
Yeah.
that make it so much easier to sell internationally.
Like those platforms we talked about before, A.Land, eGold, and SheGold.
Exactly. They connect businesses with customers across borders, and they handle everything.
So like logistics, payments, all that.
All of it.
It's amazing how technology is breaking down those barriers.
It really is, but going global is about more than just setting up an online shop, right?
Right. What else is involved?
The article talks about how important it is to do your market research
Okay.
and to really understand the cultural nuances of your target audience in different
Because
countries.
what works in one place might not work in another?
Exactly. So it's about adapting your products and services,
Mm-hmm.
even your marketing messages.
To resonate with people from different backgrounds.
Precisely. Global expansion really requires a thoughtful and strategic approach.
Not just translating your website.
No, it's about really understanding the needs and preferences of your global customers.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we're thinking globally,
Yes.
but I imagine things like marketing and branding become even more complex in a global marketplace, right? Does the article address that at all?
It does, actually. Step 5 dives right into that.
Okay.
Optimizing marketing and branding in a digital world.
Okay.
And guess what plays a big role here?
Let me guess. AI again.
Got it. It talks about how AI-powered marketing campaigns can target niche segments with incredible precision,
Even across different countries.
even across different countries.
Wow.
Imagine tailoring your message to each individual customer based on their location,
Okay.
their language, their interests, even their past behaviors.
It's like having a personal marketing assistant
Kind of.
for every single customer, no matter where they are in the world.
That's the power of AI.
That's crazy.
And that's just the beginning. It also talks about how important it is to build genuine customer engagement
Okay.
through online communities, interactive content, personalized experiences, things like that.
So it's about building a loyal following
Exactly.
of brand advocates who really connect with your message.
People who want to share it with others.
So it's got to be authentic, right?
It does. And it also emphasizes the need for an omni-channel presence.
What does that mean?
It means meeting your customers wherever they are.
So like social media.
Social media, email, search engines,
Yeah. Mhm.
even offline events.
Wow. So it's about being present and consistent
Exactly.
across all those touch points, whether someone's on their phone, checking their email, or walking down the street.
You got it.
Okay. So this step is all about building those strong, lasting relationships with customers that can go beyond just geographical boundaries.
Exactly.
We've covered a lot of ground here.
We have.
We've built our financial foundation, embraced the digital world, gone global.
We're on a roll.
What's step 6 all about?
Step 6 is about creating a solid foundation for the future. It's called implementing a future-proof business model.
Okay, how do we do that?
Well, the key, according to the article, is embracing agility and adaptability.
That makes sense. In a world that's constantly evolving, being stuck in your ways is a recipe for disaster.
I agree.
So, be more flexible, be willing to pivot.
Exactly. It recommends adopting what they call agile frameworks,
Okay.
which basically means embracing flexibility and continuous iteration.
So you're constantly testing new ideas.
Yeah.
Learning from your mistakes.
And adapting to changing circumstances.
So being nimble and responsive,
Exactly.
rather than clinging to old strategies that might not work anymore.
Right. And another key aspect of future-proofing is crisis management.
Like having a plan B in case things go wrong.
Yeah, or even a plan C.
Okay.
The article stresses the importance of having contingency plans for potential disruptions.
Like what kind of disruptions?
Well, it could be anything, an economic downturn,
Right.
a natural disaster, even a negative PR storm.
Got it. So be prepared for anything.
Be prepared.
All
And
right.
then finally, it talks about incorporating sustainability and ethical practices into your business model.
Oh, that's important.
It is. It's not just about making a profit anymore.
Right. It's about making a positive impact on the world,
Exactly. And that's something that resonates with a lot of consumers.
especially younger generations.
I want to support businesses that align with their values.
So sustainability is not just a buzzword anymore.
For an expectation.
Yeah, it's about building a business that's both profitable and responsible.
Well said.
All right, so we've covered financial foundation, digital tools, tangible assets, global expansion, and future-proofing our business.
That's a lot.
What's the final step on this path to mastering the future?
All right, step 7 brings it all together. It's called aligning with leading industry experts and networks.
Okay, so this one sounds less about, technical skills and more about human connection.
Exactly. It talks about the power of mentorship and collaboration,
Okay,
like surrounding yourself with thought leaders, industry experts.
people who challenge you.
Yeah, people who inspire you.
Yeah, I like that.
It can be invaluable for your growth.
So find those people who can offer guidance, share their experiences, push you outside your comfort zone.
Exactly. And it also suggests joining or creating what they call mastermind groups.
Okay, what are those?
There are groups where you can share insights, resources, and basically problem solve together.
It's like building a support system for success.
Exactly. And finally, it talks about continuous skill upgrades.
So, never stop learning.
Never stop learning, whether it's certifications, workshops, or just staying up to date with industry trends.
Yeah, invest in yourself.
Invest in yourself. It's crucial for staying ahead of the curve.
It's that lifelong learner mindset again.
Always be learning.
This whole guide is really about embracing change, being proactive, and constantly seeking growth.
That's the key.
I'm feeling inspired. These 7 steps really do provide a roadmap to not just survive the future,
Right.
but to actually thrive in it.
Exactly. It's a call to action, to be proactive, adaptable, and always learning.
And on that note, we'll wrap up this part of our deep dive.
Sounds good.
All right, welcome back to our final part of this deep dive. I feel like we've covered so much already.
Yeah, we have.
You know, strategic reserves, global expansion, and all that.
It's a lot to take in.
It is. But now it's time to, answer the big question.
Okay.
Who's going to win in this new economic landscape?
$1 million question, right?
Right. Well, the article doesn't hold back.
Oh.
It basically says the future belongs to those who
adapt.
yeah, adapt, innovate, and really seize those opportunities that come with all this rapid change.
It's all about being proactive.
Sounds like a challenge to me.
It is.
So, what does that actually look like?
Like in practice.
Yeah, what are the traits of these future winners?
Okay, so the article lays out 4 key characteristics.
Go ahead, I'm listening.
First up, it's all about staying ahead of those technological shifts.
Okay.
It's not enough to just keep up anymore. You got to anticipate what's coming next.
So being comfortable with AI and blockchain, that's not just a bonus anymore.
It's a necessity.
It's a necessity, wow.
And it goes beyond just understanding the technology, you know?
Oh.
It's about being willing to experiment, to integrate these tools into your business, and to constantly learn as new innovations pop up.
That's that lifelong learner thing again?
Exactly. Okay, so tech savvy, check.
Check. What's the next characteristic?
This one might sound familiar. Investing in those long-term tangible assets.
Wait, you mean
Gold?
gold? Even in this high-tech world, gold still matters?
The article says absolutely. It argues that these assets provide a sense of stability
Okay.
and act as a hedge against all that volatility we see in the digital world.
So it's like, don't put all your eggs in one basket.
Exactly. You need a mix of the cutting edge and the time-tested.
The best of both worlds.
All right, so the third characteristic
Okay.
might sound familiar as well. Leveraging AI and automation to scale your business.
This feels like where the real magic happens, right?
I think so.
Like AI taking care of all those tedious tasks, while us humans focus on the strategic stuff.
Working smarter, not harder.
Exactly. Does the article give any examples of that?
It does, yeah.
What kind of stuff?
Imagine AI handling your customer service inquiries,
Okay.
optimizing your supply chain,
Mm-hmm.
even personalizing your marketing messages to each individual customer.
Wow. It's like having an army of virtual assistants.
It really is, and they never get tired.
Never take a break. That's amazing.
All right, and then the final characteristic.
Okay, hit me with it.
This one is global expansion.
Right, but this is about more than just selling stuff online, right?
It is, yeah.
It's about, truly embracing this interconnected world we live in.
Exactly. Cultivating new markets,
Okay.
forming international partnerships,
Mm-hmm.
diversifying your operations.
So think big, be adaptable,
Yeah.
build those international bridges.
The article basically says that those who embrace this global mindset will have a significant advantage.
Makes sense. The world's getting smaller every day.
It really is.
Okay, so before we wrap up,
Mm-hmm.
I want to go back to something you mentioned earlier.
Okay.
Adapting, innovating, and seizing opportunities. It sounds simple,
It does.
but it also feels kind of daunting, you know?
I get it. It's a big challenge.
It is.
But the article gives you a roadmap, right?
Yeah.
We've explored those key steps.
Mastering financial intelligence.
Embracing those digital tools.
Yeah.
Balancing your portfolio.
Going global. Future-proofing your business model.
And most importantly, cultivating that mindset of continuous learning and adaptation.
So it's not about fearing change.
Yeah.
It's about embracing it.
Exactly.
And I think that's a really powerful message
it is.
for all of us.
No matter where we are in our journey.
The future belongs to those who are bold enough to step outside their comfort zones
Yeah.
and embrace the unknown.
I love that. So on that note, I want to leave our listeners with a final thought.
Okay, what is it?
If you could invest in one emerging technology right now, which would it be?
Ooh, that's a good one.
And why?
It really makes you think about everything we've discussed today, doesn't it?
I hope so.
Like, what trends are we seeing? What's the potential impact of these technologies?
Right.
How might they shake the future?
Exactly. So, to all our listeners out there,
Yes.
as you continue on your journey, stay curious
Stay informed.
and never stop exploring those possibilities.
That's what it's all about.
Thanks for joining us on the Deep Dive.
It's been a pleasure.